A new study shows kids 18 and younger are committing 40% of the district's violent crime. Here at the DMV Peace Circle Youth Conference in Columbia Heights, the focus is also on kids and how they are going to make things change. The day starts with people sharing their experiences with gang violence, and everyone has a story to tell. Destiny Jones, a high school freshman, says gang violence affects her everywhere.
Like my friend Justin, he was robbed and he was killed because he just came from Bible study at church. So he was on his way home and he was riding his bike and they killed him, they shot him 4 times. And then they came up against him and shot him again. First he was in a coma, but then he ended up dying while he was in a coma. Because when they robbed him, they took his bike and his iPod or MP3 player, and they just waited for that, so they just killed him.
Hurston Batiston was stuck on a violent path, but when he started getting involved in community programs, he changed his ways.
I learned how to control myself, how to control my mind, how to control a lot about myself, express myself, what stays in my body and what comes out mentally and emotionally.
He says the biggest problem is the lack of family guidance. Parents work constantly to pay the bills and their children lack support.
If they have someone to talk to, if they have someone to express themselves to, especially for a parent, there's a higher rate that the child will come out in a better sense and he'll be a better aspect of the community.
Blanca Calderon says she came to the U.S. to give her kids a better life. She came to today's conference to share the story of her son, killed at 14 by his own gang when he tried to get out. She says her son escaped from her hands. She knocked on doors and asked for help, but no one would listen. As a parent, she says you have to go to the school, pay attention, ask questions all the time, know what classes they're missing, know if your child is doing okay. Bernice Bonilla says that the youth need support from after-school programs to gain guidance and to set them on the right track.
Parents will continue to face hardship and they will continue to have to hold down 3 or 4 jobs. But if we surround our children with positive influences and get them connected to resources in the community, they'll have a better chance to succeed.
People here stress that whatever is done needs to be sustained for an indefinite period of time. They say the problem is massive, and solving it will require people to keep stepping up, communicating, and taking action. In Washington, D.C., I'm Annie Stevens.